All right, so stakes and takes, we're going to settle up last week. That one looks good for both of us, which was good for both of us in this result, but picks for me were pretty shitty. 4-5-1 overall. I did 3-2-1 in the UFC. Brian Battle was a no contest. I thought Tai Tuivasa was going to win. He didn't.
You were wrong.
Damn. I thought Kennedy Czech Ukwu was going to win.
We were wrong.
There you go. That's all the UFC losses. But then I also got Christian Rodriguez right. That was an underdog victory, which we're proud of. Macy Chausson, shout out Louisiana, Shreveport. And what was the other one? Oh, Gerald Meerschaert.
To open the card.
Opening the card with his 28th submission victory. Pretty fire. I'll take those. You only got one wrong. That was Kennedy.
That was Kennedy, and I had the no contest with Battle and Lusa.
Nice.
So 4-1-1 for me in the UFC.
When I brought my own picks, I had my whole bird theme. The Pelicans, the Tottenham Hotspur.
Got off to a rough start.
Man, 1-3 for all my picks. What do you mean got off to a rough start? I stayed on a rough start.
The first one I saw was Tottenham down 3-0 to Fulham, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's going to be rough for him.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun day. But, I finished it up 4-5-1. How'd you do on your picks?
I went 3-1 on my picks, finished up 7-2, 7 wins, 2 losses, 1
No
draw,
contest.
no contest, whatever you want to call it.
A little thing we're not going to count later on.
I got PSV Eindhoven over 20 right. I got
Nice.
Leverkusen over Freiburg right.
Yeah.
I got PSG over Montpellier right. And then I got loss where Inter Milan drew Napoli.
Yeah, that happens. That's soccer for you, or the football for you.
Football.
So that moves me to 31-17-2 on picks, and you 35-13-2.
Let's go.
We're right there. You got me by a few picks right now, but it's going to be a long season. When did we say we're finishing this one up? Right before football?
I think the week
College
before
football,
football.
week 0 or whatever it is.
Yes.
So right around August, somewhere around there. So we got a while left. Overall on stakes, how'd you do? Well, I guess this is how we did.
So my record's pretty good, 4-1. Unfortunately, the thing I put the most units on, 4 units, was Inter Milan, and they drew.
Right, dude, that kind of sucks. Like you did plus, and then 4 units, which kind of like
Well, plus,
almost
plus, minus.
No, I'm saying plus, like
Plus, yes.
yeah,
yes.
plus units, and then on the last one there, you just kind of like gave it all back, essentially.
Yeah, but you could also look at it as I lost my big bet, but my other good bets were enough where I still came out positive on the day.
Yeah, so before we're coming into this week, you're minus 1.37 units down. Because of your advances this week, you're only down 0.8 units overall. You moved from 11-9 to 15-10.
I'll take it.
Which, I mean, we're all solid there. I did okay. The battle thing helped me, although I think the battle was going to end up being a win for us anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
He was really piecing up Lusa in the first round.
He was on his way.
But either way, I'll take the 3-1-1 because the win percentage goes up. I was at plus 2 units before. I increased another 0.78 to plus 2.78 total now. 15-8-2 is the total record. So, I mean, we'll take it moving forward. I like it. But yeah, this is now let's talk about this week. Weekend of March 22nd.
An exciting week.
19th to 23rd, I think, is the pick range we're available for.
March Madness starting this weekend. The tournament. Everybody loves the tournament. Even if you like college basketball, filling out the bracket is one of the most exhilarating things you can do.
Yep. I agree.
So in honor of that, we actually started a March Madness group on the ESPN app. By the time this comes out, it's probably closed, but we have a few people in there.
Yeah, we got a few.
Got a few people in. So we're going to see who has the best bracket.
Very simple.
So not only are we doing that in the ESPN Tournament Challenge, me and you are going to go head-to-head each week.
Yeah, because we got to keep it interesting.
So our picks, separate from our stakes and takes this week, the picks that we made on our brackets, which we could probably post later on.
Yeah, I'll get them all put
We'll
up.
see who does better this weekend for the first 2 rounds. And then whoever wins, whoever has a better record in these first 2 rounds, we'll count that as 1
point.
1 victory that'll go towards the picks.
Yeah, there you go.
So say I get 15 right, you get 16 right, you win, you get the 1, and I get the loss.
Damn, you're giving me 50%. Appreciate it.
So we'll see how that goes.
That'd actually be pretty bad if we got 50% because our bracket would essentially be ruined.
Could be. We'll see how that goes. We're also going to give you our big upsets that we think are going to happen this weekend. So specifically first round, and we're going to classify upset as any double-digit seed, so 10 and below, 10 to 16.
Right.
And we're going to give you our Final Four predictions and our national champion prediction.
There you go.
So, Alex, you want to start off with the double-digit seeds you think are going to get wins Thursday and Friday?
So I think the fairest way to do this is if we pick the same thing, it kind of cancels. Because it just doesn't benefit either one of us. I only have 3 upsets.
I got 6.
So I'm saying that because I don't think I don't think that rule is going to benefit me, but I don't think it helps me either. I think Charleston might beat Alabama. I think Nevada's going to win.
I have Nevada over Dayton.
And then I think the Ducks are going to upset. Who are they playing again?
South Carolina. I also have Oregon over South Carolina.
So I think those are my 3. I think I've been watching college basketball a little bit, more this season than any other. With all the picks we've done so far, I've been trying to pick college basketball as much as possible to kind of stay up to date as I can with it.
So that means you're not going to get any of these right. The more you're into it, the less. As I said, I agree with you. Nevada over Dayton, Oregon over South Carolina. I also have New Mexico over Clemson. I have Colorado State over Texas. My big upset, McNeese over Gonzaga.
Oof.
And then I have JMU, James Madison over Wisconsin.
Now, all these are the ones you put on your
They're
ESPN
on my bracket. Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because if Gonzaga beats McNeese, I have it the other way, obviously. So that's if any of these things, those are going to help me a lot for the points. Before we move forward, what does the ESPN bracket say you're going to get right on the first week of 32 games?
I think it's like 22 or 23 wins.
Okay, it said about the same for me. It said 23.5. So I just wanted to see.
I'll take 0. That means nothing to me.
I just want to see how accurate it is. It's very rare that you actually look at it and like write down the stats about what some predictions say. So I wanted to just look at it.
So let's give Final Four and national champion predictions. Why don't you give me your 4 Final Four teams? I'll give you my 4, and then we'll each say our national champion.
All right, I got Auburn versus North Carolina and Houston versus Gonzaga.
I got UConn taking on Arizona, and then I have Purdue taking on Kentucky.
Who do you have winning?
I got Purdue, the Boilermakers, getting over the hump,
so
becoming champs.
Obviously, Purdue would beat Kentucky. UConn would beat Arizona, or
yes,
Arizona would beat... Who would be in the final 2?
I have Purdue over UConn in the final.
Okay. So I have North Carolina over Houston in the final. So it's
not bad.
That's my take on March Madness.
So let's see how that goes. Let's move on to our normal...
And, of course, I'm going to have everything like graphics posted on splitdecisionpod.com. So we'll be keeping track of it, and we're also going to be accountable for it.
Let's get back to our P-Ops now.
P-op.
Pick your own picks.
I got picks to pick, bro.
I think we went a little different on this. You stuck with the NCAA tournament. I went everything but the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, man, I see you're wearing like a soccer jersey today, so I'm assuming you're just going to keep riding the soccer lightning.
I think I found my groove. It's been working for me.
Hey, man, if you're making it off of it, more power to you.
So
I'm trying to figure out my groove.
I got 3 soccer picks, which it is the international break this weekend. So
what does that mean?
That's all the international teams are playing. So none of the European clubs are playing.
Oh, okay.
They take a couple weeks off. So I got 3 soccer and then 1 NBA.
All right. I have 4 college basketball in honor of March Madness.
I'll give you my NBA. You give me your college basketball, then I'll finish up with the soccer.
Sounds good.
My NBA pick is the battle for New York. I got the New York Knicks taking on the Brooklyn Nets, old New Jersey Nets. Knicks currently 4th in the Eastern Conference. Nets 11th in the Eastern Conference. I think the Knicks are just the better team. They've won both matchups this season. They're at home. I think they're going to blow the Nets away.
Wow.
So I got Knicks over Nets.
That sounds prepared. Odds on that out yet?
Odds are not out on that yet.
Cool.
But I imagine Knicks are going to be pretty good favorites.
Yeah.
-3, -400, something like that.
Okay. Nice. I like that. I like the Knicks. Good team. College basketball. I'm going with UConn over Stetson.
It's a pretty safe pick.
I need a win, man. Last week I went 1-3 in the ones I brought to the table.
What is that, like minus 1,600?
It's going to be up there, but it's just a pick. I'm just trying to get my foot back in the door.
I'm not mad at you.
You know, I'm 31-17 right now. I got some ground to make
16
up.
seeds have only won twice ever. One of them was last year, though.
One of them was.
They've both been in the past couple of years.
They were all in recent times. So this could be UConn's year to get cut early. You never know. But I'm going to go UConn Stetson.
Defending champs too.
Obviously, they're one of the better teams in the nation. They're the defending champs. They should, for all intents and purposes, win, which is why I'm choosing them as my, first pick. My theme for this week, I decided to pick
heavy favorites.
all minus 1,000 or better. No, one from each kind of division or area. Region. East, South, West, and Midwest, because they refused to say North. Don't know why.
Regions.
So anyway, South, I got Texas A&M over Nebraska.
Okay.
Texas A&M is 4-1 in their last 5, and those last 5. 4 of them have been high-scoring games, well above their average points. I think they've, kind of been seeing that the tournament's coming up, as all of them have. I think they're gearing up to play the best ball they've been playing. I think they're going to upset. Well, I can't say upset because it's the 8-9 thing, but I think it's going to be a good game where Texas A&M is going to win. Going to the West, this is one of my upsets: Nevada over Dayton. Nevada's
like
also
one.
4-1 in their last 5. They're leading. At least compared to Dayton, they're leading in points per game, scoring, like total points scored, and rebounds. I think with them being 4-1 in the last 5, they're playing ball well. They're playing ball safe. They're not turning it over consistently. They're going to win. I think they're going to have what it takes to upset Dayton here. Moving over to the Midwest, I'm going with my second safest, because obviously UConn.
Safer than UConn or Stetson?
Minus 10,000. Gonzaga over McNeese is my pick. I think Gonzaga.
Ooh, I got McNeese.
Being a bigger, better basketball program historically, I think they're turning it on for March Madness where it matters most. Also 4-1 in the last 5. They lead
Coming
McNeese.
off of a loss.
They lead McNeese in most categories, which, they should.
Except for wins.
Yeah. There you go. Gonzaga is who I think is going to win.
Okay.
Boom.
So let's see. I'm going to start off MLS. I got one MLS game.
What does MLS stand for?
Major League Soccer. It's America.
Oh, I was gonna be condescending, but never mind.
And it's going to be the Portland Timbers hosting Philadelphia Union. Timbers at home, as I said. They're 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in the season. The Union, 0 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses.
And you're talking to me about safe picks.
They're only plus 120. I'm taking the Portland Timbers at home. The last time these two teams played was in 2022, so it's been a while. Philly actually won 2-0.
Oh.
But I think the Timbers at home. They're tough at home. Then I'm going to go international soccer.
That's fun.
Not international as in overseas necessarily. International as in countries playing each other.
So wait, they're not playing overseas?
They are playing overseas. But I digress.
Okay. Fair.
First game is in Wembley Stadium in London, England. It's the English national team, the Three Lions, taking on the Brazil national team. England comes in. They've won 4.
Did you just call them the Three Lions?
Lions.
Oh, I was going to say 3 lines of what?
England's won 4 of their last 5. Brazil, surprisingly, only has 1 win in their last 5, 0 in their last 4.
Damn, if you were to ask me anything about Brazil that I knew,
They're
I would be
struggling
able to
right
tell
now.
you that they're good at MMA and soccer.
I mean, they are. They're just struggling right now.
Wait, this
and I think they
is a national team, though, right?
The national team.
Okay.
I think they continue to struggle. I think England in London gets the win. So I got England over Brazil. And then my last pick is going to be reminiscent of World War II, except this time France wins.
Uh-oh.
I got France hosting Germany. France, they've won 3 out of the last 5. Germany hasn't had a win in the last 3. Germany has won the last matchup against France in September.
Of this year? Or last year?
2023, yes. It was 2-1 Germany. But this one's in France. I think France is a stronger team. They're gearing up for the Euros coming up. Germany's very good too, but I think France holds their own. I got France over Germany with my pick.
France over Germany?
France over Germany.
For local soccer war 3.
Correct.
Cool. That's good. Well, that wraps up the takes.
The takes. Now let's go to
move
some
on
steaks.
To some medium
I don't
rare
know
steaks.
if you're hungry, but I'm hungry, so let's have some steaks.
I could eat. I think that was the one I've always wanted to do. I could eat. All right. So I can't wait for football, so you got to do your football cadences on camera.
Oh, yeah. I'll get down. You get under center, and you'll be the center, and I'll get under you.
We're going to have one filmed every week. There you go. All right, steaks.
I got 2 MMA and 3 soccer.
I have 3 MMA, 2 basketball.
Okay. Let's
College
do MMA
basketball.
first. I'll do my 2 first, and you do you 2.
Okay, you 2. That's a cool band.
It's an alright band.
I got Pahalo money line 2 units plus 140. I got Billy Q money line minus 140. And I got Doug Rose Namajunas money line minus 220. And I just checked, the minus 220 is current. I don't know.
You got 2 units on all those?
2 units. I'm doing 2 units per this week because that messed me up. Or could have messed you up worse. I kind of got nervous this week, so I'm gonna take a step back.
I'm not doing 2 units everything. I got 1 unit Justin Taffa money line plus 155.
Nice.
And I got 1 unit Thug Rose money line minus 265.
Nice.
And then I got my 3 soccer. I got another 1 unit Portland Timbers plus 120. And then I'm going big and heavy.
You're gonna do 8 units?
I'm going to do 4 units on England money line minus 130, and then 3 units on France minus 125. I'm banking on England and France this week.
You're banking on the countries.
The countries.
All right. I like it. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's going to give us week 6 of the Stakes and Takes season 2. That'll pretty much wrap up all
What's your other picks?
All of your picks is what I was saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thought you were trying to close us out without giving us some picks.
I was going to wrap it up with just mine so you could finish up the whole episode. If that's what you want to do.
Let's keep going.
All right. But yeah, that's all of Christian's picks for week 6, season 2 of Stakes and Takes. My last 2 picks, I got Nevada money line minus 120 and Gonzaga money line minus 260. That's the good thing about college basketball right now is the odds are out for the games for the first weekend.
For the first round of the first weekend.
Right, first round of the first weekend. Which is pretty exciting because you actually kind of get a little glimpse of what you could put out there. But yeah, that's going to wrap up all of these Stakes and Takes for this week.
And I think that about wraps up episode 37, Alex.
Heck yeah, brother.
So check us out next week, episode 38.
What are we going to be looking at?
Recapping UFC Vegas 89.
Surprise draft because no more hints.
What?
Surprise top 5 draft.
Surprise top 5.
No, not top 5 surprises. It's going to be a surprise top 5.
Surprise top 5. Maybe a surprise in the top 5.
There you go.
Then we're going to take a look ahead to finally, not Apex card, UFC Atlantic City, Foiro, Blanchfield.
Aaron Blanchfield. Manon Foiro.
We're going to recap March Madness from this weekend, take a look ahead at Sweet 16, Elite 8. Hopefully we both have our Final 4 teams and national champions still in the race, but that's next time we talk. But
or at least one of them.
You never know. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up.
All right, guys. Bye.